Ever feel like you're doing this teaching thing alone? You don't have to be. Shared teaching is all about sharing the workload through the power of collaboration and teamwork. Together, we'll walk through all the difficult parts of teaching and learn how to streamline our processes, fine-tune our time management, and develop a more manageable workload. If that sounds like a dream come true to you, then welcome to the Shared Teaching Podcast. Let's share in the teaching to make those dreams a reality. Now here's today's Shared Teaching. Hello and welcome back to another edition of Writing Tip Wednesday. You are listening to episode 133 on the Shared Teaching Podcast with your host, Susan. So today's tip is to teach through the writing process. So when it comes to teaching younger students, I'm talking about kindergarten, first grade, second grade, it's really important to lay that foundation of the writing process. They need to understand what a writer needs to go through in order to have a complete published piece. And it's really strong in our state standards, especially if you're a Common Core person, that we're using those 5 parts of the writing process. So the way I teach it through my writing units are plan, write, revise, edit, and publish. Now, we are not working through each and every one of those every single time we sit down to write, because a true published author does not do that either, if you think about it. They're practicing their writing craft, they're going back, they're revising, they're editing, right? So it takes a long time, some people, to have a finished book ready to publish. So we want our students to understand that the writing process is always kind of evolving. You can revise, you can edit, you can go back and write again, you can make a new plan, you can decide not to publish a piece. And these are the things that I want to have at my core of teaching my students writing. So hopefully you're with me on that journey. So when you're teaching the writing process, I want you to think of your lessons in terms of those parts of the writing process and how you're going to navigate students through that. And if you'd like a done-for-you thing, I do have my personal narrative unit, which is also teaching fiction narratives, coming out soon in my TPT store. So you want to follow me, Shared Teaching on TPT, and as soon as that's released, you'll be notified. And I always like to keep my products for 50% off for the first 48 hours. So it walks you through my lessons day by day. It has really nice slides that you can project and show your students exactly what they're learning for the day. It has a clear objective. It walks you through how to do the mini lesson, how to do the independent writing, how to do share time. It's got it all for you, and it even has printables. If you're not confident enough to just give them a plain piece of paper, you can print out a worksheet that they'll work through each and every day. So you can check that out in my TPT shop. I have that linked in the show notes. And if you have any questions, you can always email me, susan@sharedteaching.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week for an all-new tip. Bye for now. If you've loved this show, then join me in sharing the teaching,
hitting that subscribe button,
and leaving us a review on
iTunes,
so we can be found by more teachers like you who are ready to start sharing the workload. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Find new episodes each week on sharedteaching.com. Thanks for listening to the Shared Teaching Podcast.